Guys, it's Mrs. Ward, and we are going to be making tube monsters. This should take 2 class periods. Today, you are going to be painting the tube and choosing your expression and making eyes and mouth. That's what we're doing today. Okay, look at all the examples. You will be getting a tube. And the first thing you're going to do is paint it. Look at all the different ways you can paint it. Okay, you can paint it plain. You can paint it so you've got black on top, one color on the bottom. This person actually made a top hat out of the top. You can paint clothes on it. But here's the thing. There can be no cardboard tube showing. It all has to be covered, and it has to be covered today. We're not doing it in 2 days. We are using paint in 1 day. So the next time I see you, I will not have the paint with me. You have to get this done today. In your bag, you will have these materials and a tube. And you also will have a wash station, which has a blotting pad, a cup of water, and your paint kit. You can take everything out of your paint kit in order to paint. You've got your brush, your paint, and then you also have your clothespin. So I'm going to use the clothespin to hold onto my tube while I paint so I don't get it all over my fingers. And when we paint and dip. Okay. And you are going to paint it how you want it. If you want to use a pencil and draw some lines on it first, if you're going to be a little bit more detailed, like you're going to put clothes on it or something, you can do that. I am moving the clothespin now over to the painted spot so that I can paint the other parts. You can paint the inside of the tube, the outside of the tube, but pretend that I painted this whole thing. If I want to then switch colors to put a texture on, you need to really rinse that brush off, and you can hear it. I am pushing it at the bottom, blot it on the blotting pad, and then you can put a texture on it. So if I wanted to put a pink texture on it, and I am just going to put these little swatches on it, and I'm doing it wet over wet. If you want to let it dry a little bit before you paint on top of it, you can just set it on your wash station. Go ahead and make your eyes and mouth, and then come back to it. Okay, so I haven't finished that. You would finish it, but I'm going to show you the second part. Oh, here's one that's all done. This is all done. Ooh, got some yellow paint on it. But it has it has the blue and the pink on it. Here's an orange one. Okay, it is still wet too because I just did it. But I actually painted a face on it. So you can do whatever you'd like. But here is what I really want you to focus on, is an expression. There are many ways you can make an expression on a person, a monster. And so I drew a whole bunch of different ones for you. Cross-eyed, angry, sick, suspicious. Just take a look at all the different ones you can do. And then over here are the mouths: smiling, roaring, growling, frowning. You can have teeth, you cannot have teeth, but we're going to draw them on this sheet of paper. So guys, I'm going to do angry. Okay, so if you look, this one's angry. And yes, you do have to do an expression because you're going to be naming your monster. So according to how you're going to be naming your monster according to how they look. So I'm going to do angry, and I think I'm going to do this mouth over here. So here are the directions right here, how to do it. First thing it says, use a pencil and draw a mouth and eyes. Eyes already drawn for you. And since I'm doing half circles right here, I can make 2 half circles, or I can just make 1 whole circle and then cut it in half. So think about the easiest way to do this kind of stuff. So I'm going to be cutting this in half right here. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to first do it in pencil, draw a mouth here. And guys, use the whole spot. Don't make a teeny little mouth because you're going to have to cut it out. So I'm going to use the whole spot. I'm going to draw fangs. Okay, and then I'm going to erase this line here because those are the teeth fangs. Okay, then I'm just going to quickly shade that in because I know that's the part that needs to be black. Then you're going to get a little Sharpie marker, just ask me for it. And you're going to marker it in. And take your time. Okay, marker it in. Don't leave any spots undone. Do a good job. Then do the same thing. Make sure you don't rush. Then do the same thing over here. Do this black, this black, this black. I'm going to just kind of rush forward a little bit. Then when you cut out, guys, I want you to make sure that you're nibbling and you're doing a good job cutting out. But on this eye, let me get this eye cut out. Cut all that stuff we don't want to show, like that outside dotted edge, just cut that off. Now, if you're doing 2 whole eyes, you would make 2 eyes. Remember to look at the sheet. And if you're not sure what you're doing, always put your hand up and ask. And then we can cut this one in half. And if you look, okay, there's annoyed. Turn them this way, it's angry. Turn them this way, sad. You can turn them upside down, happy. So there's lots you can do with the half eyes. Okay, when I cut out the mouth, there, I'm just putting it on a little piece of paper so you can see it. Awesome. And then we would be done for the day. So remember the 2 things you're doing. You're painting the 2. Go ahead and put some patterns on it. Be creative, do some funky stuff. And then number 2, choose your expression and make your eyes and mouth. And then you're also going to cut those out. Everything when you're done, except for wet paint, goes back inside your bag. And then I'll see you next time. Bye.